Hello again and welcome back to another Python tutorial. Now, just to preface, I have received some suggestions that the window is too small or hard to read, so I have made it larger in this video. Anyway, today we are going to be going through iteration and iterables. Now, to start off, we have the very most basic form of iteration known as definite iteration, and in Python this is done with a for statement. Now after you write for, you will choose your iterating variable, which in Python is usually I, and our iterable here is going to be this range function, which will range from 1 to 5, and notice how there is a 6 there and not a 5. That is because Python will end the loop before it hits the top. So in here we could say, for example, print I, and this will print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but no further. And that is because this range function here has a default step of 1. Which means at the end of each loop, I will increment by 1. Now, the other important kind of iteration in Python is indefinite or conditional iteration, which is represented by the word while. Now, while is very different to for in that it will keep looping until its expression says false. So, for example here, let's see, we'll say while input is equal to again, print hello. And when we run this, if we say again, it will say hello. And if we say again, it will say hello. And if we say again, it will say hello. But if we say anything else, it will stop. And that is because input is now not equal to again, which breaks the while loop. Just a quick sidetrack now to cover 4 important keywords which alter iteration. So ... and pass do the same thing, that being nothing at all. So if you can't think of what to put in something yet, or you can't be bothered to yet, if it's a job you'll do for another day, then you can put an ellipsis or pass inside a statement on their own, and they will sit there and do nothing for you. The next is continue, which, when placed inside a loop, will immediately go back to the top of the loop when called. And there is break, which will end the loop altogether. Next, some data types in Python, such as strings, lists, tuples, and dictionaries, are iterable. And what something being iterable means is that it can be used in a for statement. So here we don't have a range function, we just say for I in string variable and print I with these arrows around it, and when this is run it will print ABCDEFG underscore HELLO vertically with arrows between every letter. Now we have ourselves a list variable and another range function, this time going off the length of the list variable. And you'll notice these square brackets next to listvar where it says I, listvar, square brackets I. And what that is doing is it is indexing the listvar variable at the index marked by whatever I is at the present moment. So this will increase by 1 every time the loop goes round, from 0 to 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So when this is printed, it will print this. Now, another special thing about this little index here is that you can use colons to turn it into a slice. So putting a colon before the I here will turn it into a slice of every element up to, but not including, I. As you can see here, it starts empty, then 1, then 122, then 122, 333, and so on. Similarly, if you put I and then colon, it will do whatever index I is and everyone after it, like so. And just another minor sidetrack now, you may notice that the range function and the list slicing methods Both have start, end, and step listing out as so. So, for example, if you want to order a list backwards, you could say ::(-1). You don't have to put the values of start and end if you just want step, because the colons will put them in automatically as they already are. And the step being -1 means it will step down through the list instead of up through it. A good illustration of this is with this little miniature program right here. Thanks once again for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.